Hi friends, today I'd like to show you how to make these little cute strawberries. I'm using Poro cotton size 8, one color for the fruit, the other color for the leaves, and size 0.9mm hook. First, let's make the fruit. Make a magic ring. Burn up a loop and then make a puff stitch. So yarn over 3 times. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Yarn over, pull through all the loops, chain 1. Make 3 more puff stitches in a circle. Yarn over, pull up loop, burn up the loop. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Close the round. Make a slip stitch in the first puff stitch. And then slip stitch in the next space between the first 2 puff stitches. Then chain 1 and bring up the loop. For this round, make 2 puff stitches in every space. At the end of this round, you will have 8 puff stitches in total. Slip stitch in the first puff stitch. And then slip stitch in the next space. Then chain 1 and bring up the loop. For this round, make 1 puff stitch in the first space. And make 2 puff stitches in the next space. And then repeat. So at the end of this round, you will have 12 puff stitches in total. At the end of the round, again, make a slip stitch in the first puff stitch. Then make a slip stitch in the next space. Then chain 1 and bring up the loop. For this round, just make 1 puff stitch in every space. So at the end of the round, you will still have 12 puff stitches. At the end of the round, make a slip stitch in the first puff stitch. Then make a slip stitch in the next space. And chain 1. For this round, just make 1 single crochet in each space. So you'll have 12 single crochet at the end of the round. Before the last round, it's a good time to stuff the strawberry. The last round, we're going to decrease stitches. So just repeatedly single crochet 2 together. Use a tapestry needle to hide the ends. Now we're going to make the leaves. Also start with a magic ring. Then chain 1 and make 12 half double crochet in the ring. Make a slip stitch in the first half double crochet. Then chain 5. Make a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then make a half double crochet in the next chain stitch. And make a double crochet in each of the next 2 chain stitches. Skip 1 stitch and make a slip stitch in the next stitch. Now chain 5 again and repeat the stitches for the first leaf. Make a total of 6 leaves. the leaves will naturally curve towards the right side. So we're going to sew the leaves on the strawberry with the wrong side facing up. But before we do that, we need to make the stem. Just make a chain of 8 and leave long tail on both ends to sew. Now we've finished making the cute strawberry earrings. I hope it's helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.